Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to another Monster Gym video. So today we're back with our tier list, and this is going to be all about cosmics. So I'm going to be doing a tier list on all the cosmic monsters that are in the game, and this is especially for Team Wars. So I'll go ahead and let you guys know which monsters are worth ranking up. You can rank them up through the dungeon or whatever. As you guys may or may not know, they're actually added in the restrictions for Team Wars now, so that's why it's specifically for Team Wars, because I want to help you guys out decide what to rank up and what to not to rank up. Alright, so I hope you guys are excited for this review. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications on. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so again, this is for Team Wars only, and as you guys can see, we have all the cosmic monsters in here, and if I'm missing any, let me know in the comments down below, but I don't think I'm really missing anything. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I'm super excited. Alright, so I guess we could honestly, it doesn't really matter the order, but let me just tell you guys, for those of you that don't know what the tier list is, basically this S and A tier means that they're like really good, especially S tier. That means like they're the best monsters and you should rank them up first. A tier means that they're great but they don't deserve the S tier spot, and then B tier means that they're average basically. C tier means that they're below average, let's say, and D tier means that they're terrible and you should not rank them up. Alright, so now that we went ahead and cleared that up, let's go ahead and get started. So I want to start off with Chimney. Poor Chimney deserves D tier, literally. D tier. Okay, Aatrox D tier. He has stun abilities, double stun and stuff like that, so in case if the first one misses, you got the second one. But again, many monsters are immune to stun, so not the best. Moving on, Frackbot, literally one of the worst. You want to know why? Because there are relics in the game, and relics regenerate stamina. Same with the talents. There are some talents that regenerate stamina, especially in the Metro era. There was like Adrenaline Ejector and stuff like that, and much more. So I'm just saying, like, this monster is literally useless against talents and relics, especially relics. So that's why, because that's what he really does. All he does is, you know, what's called remove stamina. So by the way, let me tell you guys something real quick. Some of these monsters that I'm going to be moving to whatever tier later on at the end of the video, I might change my mind and, you know, move them around somewhere else. I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So Firestar, oh my gosh, this monster's also terrible. D tier. Who else do we have? Oh, Vampirostral. Yeah, you know what? Vampirostral actually deserves S tier in my opinion. It has PR skill, another skill that deals damage, and then you can go ahead and attack again. And last but not least, you can hit him again with like Nightmares on the Street. I think that's a skill name, which applies blinds and also bleeding, if I'm not mistaken, and also Nightmares, which is really sweet. So it's a really good supporter and also attacker. You can run him both ways. So yeah. This monster, in my opinion, deserves S tier as well because it applies triple damage and it's really good for like damage buff and stuff like that. I kind of want to put it on A tier, but you know what? Let's just put it on S tier for now. That's going to be our first supporter in there. Although this monster also has PR skills and stuff like that, but this monster is more of a torturer, I would say, if you're not going to be using her as an attacker. Anyways, Chucklemuckle, oh my, S tier. This is literally, I would say, no, I wouldn't say it's the best. The best free-to-play? No, probably one of the best free-to-play supporters for the Cosmic era. So yeah, S tier because it has Anticipation, Immune to Control skills, NER skills, PER skills, heal skills. Really, like, you just name it. It's so good. And it has Pyrophobic Shield. In my opinion, Lindworm actually deserves S tier. Even though it's a little old. But again, all these monsters are old, if you think about it. And this monster has Turn Transfer skills, has Death Countdown skills, Baby Reversion, and CDA as well. Well, deactivating CDA basically for an ally or for himself, and can come back with an SM. So that's what makes this monster really good, and it was literally the most OP monster, well, one of the most OP monsters in the Cosmic era, so definitely deserves S tier in my opinion. Anyways, Daigil, honestly, Daigil, I feel like Daigil actually deserves E tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put Daigil C tier. This monster would say also deserves C tier, although this monster is actually really good against Cryocrawler, I would say. But other than that, deserves C tier. They're better attackers. So anyways, Bombetta, Megatons, amazing. Literally one of the best Megatons for the era. I'm gonna put that on S tier. Lord Platypus, Anticipation, Dodge Area to Megatons, stuff like that. I would say this monster deserves either B or A tier. For now, we're gonna put it on A tier. Later on, we might change our mind, okay? Let's see who else. Oh, Ignis. Ignis, I would say also maybe deserves A or S tier. Which one shall we go? Because he does have area immune to freeze, but again, there are no talents. Most of the Team Wars, it's going to be double cosmics with a random element or random book, right? So you won't really see much of let's say, for example, Spectral with absolute 0, right? You won't really see that. So I don't know. For now, I kind of want to put it on A tier, but the monster's amazing at the same time. I'm gonna put it on A tier for now. I might change my mind later, guys. All right. Anyways, who else do we have in here? Ooh, Hardy. Hardy, probably one of the best attackers. The reason why I want to put this monster on S tier is because of the anticipation. But at the same time, there are other anticipation monsters. For now, let's just leave it at A, okay? We're gonna leave it at A. Oh, Rodden. Literally, I would say the best Cosmic Resurrector. It has damage protection skills, it has immune to control, NER skills, PER skills, really good. So I'm gonna put that in there. Who else shall we go? Oh, Manipulate, C tier. Kaguya, probably C tier. Laser Beam. I'm debating whether or not I should put it on C and D. Honestly, it doesn't really matter, okay? D and C doesn't really matter. You could just ignore them because you'll never really work on ranking them up unless you need it for like book rewards or something, sure. Other than that, I wouldn't really recommend. This monster I also want to put on S tier because it has Taunt and Mega Taunt. It's really good. Once you cleanse that Mega Taunt, you have to keep fighting him because he'll have his Taunt trait in there. That's gonna keep hurting you. Spitfire, I think that's this monster's name. D tier. Not the best. All of his skills are fire elements, so against other fire elements you can't really do much. Bruce Wayne, I would say, is actually one of the best. I'd probably put it on A tier for now. Has dodge area, has NER skills as well if I'm not mistaken. Restoring cooldown is really good. And his dodge area. Dodge area monsters are good. Rhinata, I'm gonna come back to Rhinata. Pulsus deserves D tier. One of the most disgusting monsters, I don't like that. Nahane. Nahane I'll put on C tier. Who else do we have here? Oh, Rosalka. Rosalka Pierce... Dude, the Pierce mechanic is so good. I'm gonna put Rosalka on A tier just because of that. I kind of want to put it on S tier at the same time. But I think A should be fine for now. I know there was another attacker, Pierce attacker, Super Fox. I'll probably put it in... I don't know why the background's white, but just ignore that, okay? So, I would say I'll probably put this on A tier as well. Has triple damage, but the thing with the triple damage skill is that it also leaves her vulnerable. So for that turn, you gotta be careful. But after the turn, you can actually deal a lot of damage with the monster. And it has access to Pierce, that's why I want to put it on A. Who else do we have here? Cramp is a Killjoy. Not really a huge fan of this monster, to be honest. Probably a D tier as well. Or maybe C tier. One of the... You know what? It doesn't really matter, guys. Really. It really doesn't. Also, I also want to put this monster on C tier. Same time, maybe B tier. The thing with this guy, or with her, is that he has CDA skills and also removing stamina. That's why I'm going to put it on C tier because I put Fragbot on D tier. So this is basically Fragbot, but can also do CDA. Alright? So that's why I'm going to put it above for Fragbot in the list. Alright. Who else do we have? This, isn't this a Denier? Yeah, has stun abilities and stuff like that. Not really a huge fan, honestly. I want to put it on D tier. See, quick, come on. Come on, you guys already know where this monster's going. D tier. It's literally the worst. I'm not even going to talk about that monster. Calamedic, in my opinion, Calamedic's actually pretty good. It has water phobic shield or something like that. I don't know. It has some type of shield. Or is it thunder phobic shield? One of the two. And it's really good. I mean, you can basically do like level 4 Megaton plays with it. If, you know, the enemy doesn't have any PER skills. And also, the monster can do much more. And it has Abomination trait if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I'm going to put it on A tier there. I'm going to leave Ferris on S tier because he could really do the same thing as her, except that this monster can apply triple damage to one ally, and I think she can do it to everybody if I'm not mistaken. But this monster also comes with PER, something she can't do. And also there's Nanovirus and also Light Shield, which makes him actually better. That's why I'm going to put it on S tier. Tabora can also go S tier actually. Where the heck did she go? It's good to have somebody that can PER and trade stable at the same time. Axel Mech, we're going to put on D tier. This one, possession abilities, and also it can trigger anticipation because you're giving an extra turn to the enemy. So if you run it with an extra turn or anticipation monster on your side, it's not bad. And can come back with a revival last time. So I'm gonna probably put this on either B or A, one of the two. Lupinodo, extra turner. Turn transfer, I should say. I'll put it on A. Ice and Melter. I'll put it on B. This one probably same tier as Rhodey, honestly. But because of his artifact trait, that's why I'm gonna not put him on D tier. Because with CDA, I mean, come on, you can't really do much with CDA, can you? It looks like I actually have 2 Deborahs in here, so might as well just put them both together in there. Or throw this one out, I guess. I can't even do it, can I? No, it doesn't deserve... It does, it deserves S here, but let me put it back here. We're just gonna leave this one in there. So, wait, does that mean I have 2 Super Foxes? Because this one's white, like the background. Steam Wrath deserves S tier as well because of the spamming extra turns and stuff like that. It can be really good, especially when they're doing anticipation. And even if there is anticipation, you can just pair it up with like Tabor or something. And if there's no Megatons, you can just trade the table and anticipation will be gone, and then you can spam attacks. Because you don't have to worry about like 7 sins, talents, things like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be good. This one is actually really good because it gives evasion and also positive effect protection. So if you make like level 4 Megaton plays and stuff, Dreamer is literally fantastic for that. So that's why I'm going to put it on S tier, because Dreamer is just amazing with that. So I'm going to put Venos 2099 on A tier. I kind of want to put it on A tier because I have all 3 Pierce monsters on A tier, but Pierce monsters are actually really good as well. So I think I'm going to put it on S tier. I'm going to put these 2 on S tier as well. All 3 of them in there, you know what I mean? So all 3 Pierce attackers are going to be on S tier. That's why I told you guys later on in the video I'm going to switch things up. So it's not really the final, my final decision. The duo monster is amazing. I'm going to put it on S tier. It can PER, trade the table wall, trade the table single targetly with PER if I'm not mistaken. And also has damage boost skills, has anticipation status caster. It's really, really good. So that's why I'm going to put it on S tier, because I personally think he deserves that. Targon, I'm not really a huge fan of Targon, honestly. D tier. I like his damage mirror though, but come on. Shelly. Oh, Shelly. Of course we're going to put Shelly on S tier. We put all Megatons on S tier there. That's awesome. Rhaenetta, on the other hand, has Taunt if I'm not mistaken, so Taunt isn't really that bad. That's why I'm going to put it on B. Arosme? I'm going to come back with Arosme. Oh, this monster can't really do much. Only freeze. Come on, really? I want to put it on D tier. I think that monster really deserves D tier, to be honest. Thundercon, come on. This is literally one of the worst as well. This monster has Megaton skill, but you have to apply the Megaton. That's why I'm not really a huge fan. That's why I'm just going to put it on maybe C tier. But the monster can also be used for his shield mechanics and stuff like that. That's the Hacksmith monster, by the way. So moving on, Master Masher in my opinion deserves A or S tier, one of the 2. The reason for that is because the monster can actually turn transfer. So I'm going to put it on A tier for now, because that's what I did with Lupinoto. That's the only reason why I want to really put Lupinoto in there. I like his reverse heal, or I think negate healing abilities. I think it is. I like that. That's why I think I'm gonna put both of them in there. This monster can possess as well, and has immune to torture, which could come in handy. So I'm gonna put that on A there. All right, Solar Flare in my opinion is one of the best taunt monsters, and can also be used as an attacker. That's why I'm gonna put it on S tier there. All right, moving on. No Ragnarok has shield abilities and much more. I think No Ragnarok's really not that bad. I kind of want to put it on B tier, but I think A should do it. Ice, I'm going to put Ice on D tier. Same tier as Daigel and these guys. So yeah. Anyways, I think Ice is actually slightly better than the D category, so that's why I'm going to put it on C. But anyways, Witch Cat, not really a huge fan of Witch Cat. Can only CDA, can also possess, but that's about it. So I'm gonna just put it on the C tier. But since it's gonna be cosmic category only, that's why Witch Cat's gonna be put it on C. But if it was like, let's say, exclusive category for cosmics, then of course Witch Cat would be a little higher. But you know, it's not like that, because there aren't too many cosmic monsters in the cosmic category. See that I know. All right, Craster. Craster's not that bad with the life removal and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna put Craster on B. Either B or C. One of the 2. Kodama, CDA, Poison. Back in the day was good with Tabora. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put Kodama on A tier. I like Tabora, and if you could maybe pair it up with Kodama. But I'm sure the enemy would be smart and run something better. But in the other team wars, like not really in the top team wars, but like in the bottom ones, probably like legendary team wars and stuff like that, teams will probably run this together because the bases will be easier to beat. But against like Elite Wars, I don't think they'll really give you a chance to do that. Maybe a few races, that's all. We have a Shaman here that could actually be a good supporter. I'm gonna put Bashama on B. I don't think it deserves S here because we have this monster. It's way better in my opinion. I'm gonna put that in there. Teddy Bomb or Teddy VR actually, not Teddy Bomb. Teddy VR attacker. For the Earth category, I would actually go with someone better, but I'm gonna put it on C tier. I think he deserves C tier, not D. All right. Anyways, moving on. There's so many monsters, man. This monster can't really do much. I'm gonna put that on D tier. Really, can freeze. Come on, they could have actually made Varuna so much better, in my opinion. It's really easy to counter this. I would say this monster. That's why I'm gonna put it in there. And then Mr. Beast only has magic skills. That's why I'm not really a huge fan of Mr. Beast. I'm gonna put it on D tier. Vixen, I'm gonna put that on D. Spawny, D. Did I forget about Spawny? Come on, Spawny needs to be on D. Come on, that's easy. Oh, Tobora's Arobat, or technically it is Tobora, but backward name is Arobat. CDA basically, you know? Maybe the same category as Kodama. Sure, why not? You know? Can go very well with Tobora, that's why I'm gonna put that on A tier. Moving on, Moonwing. Oh my gosh. Literally one of the worst Legends Pass monsters. I think it was in the exclusive pass if I'm not mistaken. Cat UFO, one of the worst race monsters in my opinion. Not really a huge fan of Cat UFO. Or not Cat UFO, what was his name? I forgot his name, but I know that he can, he's like a sort of like a supporter, but can also be used as an attacker in a way. Anyways, moving on. Antenna Cosmic. Water. I like his one massive skill that he does, but other than that, not really a huge fan of him. That's why I'm gonna put it on C tier, just because of the one skill that he has. Light Resurrector. I would rather go with Rodden, but it's good to have Resurrectors, honestly. So if you don't have Rodden, I guess you could use the worst version of Rodden, which is going to be Necroledge. And for that reason, I might put it on either B or A. I think it deserves either one. But honestly, if you really need a Light Resurrector, I would say Rodden is literally the best to actually, you know, rank up. And dude, for the Cosmic Team Wars, Rodden would be the best monster to actually use as a Resurrector, literally. I'm sure many of you guys could actually agree with that. Another attacker here we have. I'm gonna put this on C tier as Bleeding Hater and stuff like that. It can actually go well with the Wolf Pack basically, which is Lupinoto, this monster, and someone else. I forgot which the last one was, but they can actually go well together. For this monster, since he starts off with Pierce as his trait, straight away rank 0, I feel like it's actually not that bad. And if you could give it like a Shares' Amulet with I forgot his other relic slot, but you can actually fully stamina drain, which can help you out. That's one of the reasons why I want to put it on S tier. Really good in my opinion. So it's good for the, you know, Pierce category because you have it as a trait, so they have to basically trait disable you. You won't really run out of it because it's not a status caster. Robo Elf, I want to put on A tier. The only reason for Robo Elf, one of the reasons, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually an artifact. And on top of that, his status caster. His status caster can actually be really good, especially against the enemy Megatons. Because, or actually, no. It could be good for your defense because it will kind of set it like an RNG. The enemy, when they attack you, if they're using a Megataunt, you could end up getting Nanovirus, right? And that Megataunt won't really be applied. Or let's say you're using a Pierce attacker, that Pierce as status caster won't really be applied because you might get Nanovirus or something like that. Or many other tortures, you know, like there's Shock, Burning, so much more. So that's one of the reasons why I want to put it on A tier. And it's actually a really good attacker because it comes with many tortures. So really good. Exomancer, not really a huge fan of this monster, but he does have Pierce as well. I might put it on B tier if not C, honestly. One of the two. Letterless is actually not that bad. I like Letterless. Has Death Countdown, has Possession, and basically if you pair it up with like maybe Tobor or something, you got yourself a good combo. I'm gonna put it on A tier. Probably one of the best free-to-plays in there in my opinion. I still use it. Well, I used to use it on Contrived account. Anyways, we have Lightmare. Good heavy attacker, but I don't think it deserves like the top tier, honestly. Maybe the B tier category, sure. Not really a huge fan of this monster, to be honest. I'm actually gonna come back to that. I know I have Tabora. I already put Tabora up there, you know, on the S tier. So we're just gonna ignore this one. This one has Possession and also has Anticipation trait. Really good, in my opinion. I'm gonna put it on A tier. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go back to Aerosmic. So the thing with Aerosmic is, yeah, he has taunts, but there is better taunt monsters. Like Crawler, you know, has Mega Taunt and Taunt. And then for the A category, it looks like we don't really have a taunt monster, but you don't really need it again. You already have it in S tier, so getting Crawler, maxing that out is actually important. Maybe the same tier as Rhinata, sure. Because they both have taunts. I guess we could put it on B, but again, all you really need to do is focus on S and A tier because they're like really important, okay? You don't really have to worry much about C and D, that's for sure. B tier, you can only rank them up later on once you max out the S and A tier, if that makes sense. Moving on, we have Kuiper, extra turner attacker. Not really a huge fan of this monster. I'm gonna put it on B tier. There is better extra turner attackers like Steamrat, for example. Steamrat literally destroys Kuiper. So I'm sure many will definitely use Steamrat over this monster. You can literally almost infinitely attack with this one. When there's like no anticipation or anything like that you have to deal with. Again, Tabora, I already put it on S tier, so we could ignore that. But this is, I would say, maybe the final. Let me take a look at it again, in case we need to make any adjustments. So they all have their own reasons on why I put them on S and A tier and other categories as well. So yeah, I don't really. I don't think I have to really make any decision here. I don't think I have to make any changes. I really don't. This is going to be my final, guys. So yeah, this is actually the final. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and again, make sure to rank up S and A tier. These are the best ones. You want to max these out first. B tier you can actually max out later on once you max these one out, and then for C tier and D tier you could just ignore, honestly. These other monsters, you could just get them for collection purposes, alright? Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy today's Cosmic Viability ranking for Team Wars. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments down below what tier list I should do next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.